Good evening, everybody. Welcome into another edition of The Locker Room. I'm Drew Fry. Alongside me, none other than Maggie Kostrava. And now it's time to recap Week 4 of high school football around our region.
Already Week 4.
Oh,
I can't believe it.
We've made it this far, yeah.
Yes, it's in the books. So let's get things started and start out with none other than our game of the week. We have Bishop Dwenger hosting Carroll tonight. Both teams started the season out slow with some top teams from Indy, but are back to assert dominance over the SAC. All right, so let's see how things play out here. We have Carroll leads it early 3-0 here. Quarterback Jimmy Sullivan stepping back, surveying his options, scrambles a bit, rolls out to his left, makes quick work with his feet, and off he goes, everyone, for a fresh set of downs for the Chargers. They are on the move here. Sullivan connects with Jaden Van Pelt. The Bishop Dwangers' Nicholas O'Keefe is quick to bring him on down. Gonna fight for it. So who will find the end zone first? That's the question. Well, you guessed it. Sullivan on the move here again, weaves his way into the end zone past Saints defenders, and in he goes for 6. It's now 10-0 all Carroll, leading the charge here. And in the end, it's Carroll who takes the dub, 31-3, your final inside Shields Field.
And from one Bishop's Field to the other, Lures hosting Wayne this evening. We pick this up with Lures leading by 7. Wayne is in the red zone on 4th down. That is Harold Mack, the reception from Trey Dillard, the catch, the touchdown, the stare down at the camera, of course.
Okay.
The Generals get on the board against the reigning 2A champs. Getting on the board's not enough, though. That's Kemar Nelson. He runs this one in to give Wayne the 8-7 lead after that 2-point conversion. But, hey, the Knights aren't going down without a fight. Devin Patterson looking deep, forced to scramble, and that is Mikhail Woodson. He finds on the run for the score. This one goes into halftime tied before Lures pulls out the close win, 20-14. Now just down the street to Southside now, the Archers taking on the Snyder Panthers. And the Panthers all game finding ways to move down the field. Aaron Vance connects with Trevor Jarvis. The short pass, he finds some space with the juke, makes it all the way down the sideline for a big gain. And that puts Snyder in real good position to extend their lead in the second half, and they do that right here. Jordan Davis finding the hole in the defense, trips up a handful of Archers on his way to the house. Snyder goes up 21-0 with that score, and from there, that Snyder defense really locking down, as you'll see, Southside just trying to get something happening, but don't pass towards Demarion Colavoti. He gets the breakup on 3rd down. The Panthers cruise 35-13, your final.
All right, and moving right along to Northrop now, where the Bruins host the Spartans from Homestead. And look at this. It's on the blocked punt here, and it's the Spartans who capitalize and make it a 26-0 score midway through the second here in this one. Homestead pretty happy about that one. All right, Michael White finds none other than Carter Kennedy for a fresh set of downs. Homestead trying to score here again. It's a big night for them. And all right, it is going to be White again. This time just slings it downfield and into the hands of Kennedy. White to Kennedy seem to have been working good all night long. Homestead increases their score even more. And what a night for the Spartans. Shutout fashion, 40-0 over the Bruins. And rounding out the Fort Wayne matchups with Concordia Lutheran on the road against the Northside Legends tonight. We picked this one up at the start of the second here. Jack Andrews swallowed up by the Legends defense here. Oh man, trying to get something moving here. And now it's the Legends on offense, their chance, and they're wasting no such time in scoring position. The Cadets making them work for it, though, not making it look easy out there. A few moments later, however, Tristan Newsome off to the left, and away he goes, finds the painted turf, and in for 6. In the end, it's the Legends who take the win, 49-20, your final for Week 4.
Moving on over to the NE8 now. Both Leo and New Haven finished with a share of the conference title last year, but the teams trending in opposite directions. New Haven looking for their first win. It is a good start for the Bulldogs. Quick pass from Dominic Wallace connects with tight end Aaron Hoffer. The senior avoids 3 tackles, outruns the one final defender on his way to the end zone, and that gives New Haven the 7-0 lead. And New Haven celebrating that early score. There you go, ring that bell. But celebration short-lived. This is the following kickoff. It is bobbled at first by Leo, but recovered by none other than Landon Hefner. Who else? He takes it and runs, finds the opening down the sideline, all the way to the house. That knots up the score at 7. And from there, it was the Landon Hepner show. He scores 4 times tonight, and the Lions win 42-13. Over to Columbia City now. The Eagles taking on Huntington North, and Columbia City leading by 7, looking to extend that lead. The misdirect from Landon Fazio sheds the defender and another defender and makes it into the end zone. The 35-yard score gives the Eagles a 14-point lead. Then in the second, same score, Trace Parrish. He's the one that takes the handoff, hops into the end zone. Eagles offense doesn't slow down. Columbia City downs Huntington North 37-21, your final there. Now heading down south where the Belmont Braves host the Norwell Knights, and both teams are looking for their first victories of the year. The Knights, though, are really able to just dominate quickly in the first half. They strike early. That's Caden Castle launching this one downfield. Gary Riley with the catch, gets around his defenders, 35-yard reception for the score. Now, still trying to get a little bit more movement going. This time, it's Adam Mannon-Smith. Gets the rushing touchdown, the short punch in, and another extension of that lead. And then shortly thereafter, we're going to see Ben Peterson. He's the one taking the handoff this time. He finds Pater. The Knights dominate start to finish 55-0. Now let's head over to the ACAC where the Bluffton Tigers put their undefeated record on the line for their first home game of the year against Woodland. We start this one in the second half. Tigers up 12-7. Third quarter, Axton Best extending the play with his legs, and then somehow finds Elijah Burtson for the snag and the score. Tigers miss the extra point, but they go up 18-7. Then the very next play, you're going to see this a lot tonight. Similar trend. This is another kickoff. Marshall Gerber is going to be the one to get to it first, and the Tigers recover the ball, get the ball back in great field position, and that would lead to Best once again scrambling. He throws the ball. It's hit by the pass rush, but ends up in the hands of Trayton Bestos, who gets in for another score. Bluffton goes on to have a big second half, and they win this one at 36-7, your final. Now heading over to Adams Central where the Jets hosting the Patriots of Jay County. Starting this one in the first, the Jets get started with Aaron Hershey. He gets the handoff and fights his way to the first down marker. Now no score just yet, but a few plays later, you're going to see Matt Heiser. He gets the handoff on the goal line, drives it in. Losing our video a little bit there, but he gets into the score. The Jets take the 6-0 lead, and ultimately Adams Central wins this one big, as Adams Central can expect to do.
All right, and the South Adams Starfires are making the trip up north to visit the Heritage Patriots. Patriots already with the commanding 19-0 lead here. Why not add to it? Look at that. Heritage gives it their all, goes long, and in for 6 they go. Heritage extends their lead even more. Starfires, though, hey, why not match that same kind of play? They just haul it on in. South Adams finally on the board now. However, it just wasn't enough. Heritage takes this one tonight, 38-22, your final. And rounding out the ACAC here, Southern Wells hit the road against Westdell. Both teams looking for their first win tonight, and tonight it's Westdell that comes out on top, 51-6.
All right, well, 3 conferences down, but we're certainly not done just yet.
Oh,
We
no.
still got one more major Northeast Indiana conference to hit.
Yes, so let's check out tonight's action from the NECC, starting with the Garrett Railroaders and the Lakeland Lakers. So it's 2 undefeated teams battling it out tonight. We pick things up in the third quarter here. Garrett extends their lead, leads it 13-0. Alex Guzman takes it 35 yards to increase that lead even more. It's 20-0 now, all Garrett. Ensuing kickoff here, Lakeland finds some life through Keon Aroro, who takes the kick 75 yards to the house. Look at him go, cutting the lead to 20-6. And then the Laker momentum was short-lived, however, as Guzman here is going to bust through another hole, 59 yards down the field for his second touchdown. The Railroaders would ride that momentum train all the way to victory. Garrett wins this one big, 41-27, to move to 4-0 on the year.
And now over to Butler. Churubusco playing the underdog role at the Eastside Blazers, but the Eagles are silencing the doubters right from the opening kick. Check this out, the trickery from the Busco return unit, and it works to perfection. That's Bryce Lawrence receiving the pitch, and a couple broken tackles later, he makes it all the way to the end zone. Busco goes up 8-0 early in this one. But Eagles can't recover their ensuing onside kick, and Eastside would take advantage. Freshman QB Noah Dove scores not one but two rushing touchdowns to give the Blazers a 12-8 lead, but that's about all Eastside could muster up. Busco pulls off the shocker, 24-12, downs Eastside for the first time in 6 years. Now checking out the rest of our NECC games. West and Central Noble both travel to the northeast corner of the state. Chargers trample Angola 35-10, and in the battle of the Big Cats, Prairie Heights Panthers win 42-20 against the Cougars of Central Noble. First win in that matchup for Prairie Heights since 2013. Then we got Fremont on the road against Park Tudor, with Fremont soaring to the win 47-29, and Fairfield hosts Culver Academy, with Fairfield flying away 48-33 your final.
All right, and let's head out west to the Three Rivers Conference tonight. Northfield hosts Southwood, and they vanquished the Knights 35-34, and Manchester gets a visit from Rochester, with the Zebras striking out the Squires 36-0 tonight. The Apaches from Wabash take on Peru. That one, Peru takes the win 48-14, and can you help me out with that? Oh,
That's
Maconaquah.
Right,
oh my gosh, I'm learning these names. All right, they travel to Whitco. The Braves shut out the Wildcats 62-0. What a night. And finally, our two Northern Lakes teams are facing each other this week. Warsaw visits Wawasee. This one ends with Warsaw coming out on top big, 56-6 your final.
All right, well, we've made it through our scores, but that means there's one more look at our play of the night, and this one we just saw it. It comes from Churubusco. Look again at the opening kickoff return for the score. It's Carson Tonkel receiving the game's kick, fakes the reverse, then as he's getting hit, laterals it to Bryce Lawrence, and the rest is history.
What a beauty.
Lawrence takes it 82 yards to the house. He gives the Eagles the 8-0 lead and jumpstarts Busco's upset victory over Eastside.
All right, and believe it or not, that brings us to the end of our Week 4 high school football recap.
We
My
made
gosh.
it through.